What about the last 47 that we paid for with American blood?
We're blowing up oil refineries today.
I mean, gas
prices are
oil
going
is
up.
at what, 98.09 this morning?
They're going to keep going up.
Yeah, until this is over.
Joe Biden had it at $120 a barrel with no Iran war.
That was the Russian war. Russia started the war with Ukraine, and gas shot up. Biden then opened up part of the petroleum.
He's an idiot. Oh, where's this? Yeah, sure.
They roll up loud, ready for a scene. Then they freeze mid-step, 'cause the sidewalk's clean. Fresh white line, like a battle scar. Every edge in place, every marker star. Mr. Bill's curves, where the strong stand tall. Trip up the chaos, hold the front line wall. Good stone guardians, watching every turn. Mr. Bill's curves, make the doubters burn.
Over here it is.
Like the fact that they are masked.
You just got a shout out here. He's a good guy out the coast right now. Some protests they're having over there, so give him a quick shout out here before I play this too much other stuff here.
Your parents teach you.
They don't. 190% of us do the war by ourselves, man. You get up and
TJ, you are in a worthless war. Your kid is going to be paying for a war that you voted for.
Obviously, you can tell, no, but they're not federal officers. Yeah.
So we're still shut down for over a month.
Right, yeah, we should stop the shutdown.
That they refuse to take their masks off and identify themselves.
Well, I mean, the shutdown, it doesn't affect any of their funding.
Well, of course not.
Because they were funded by the big, beautiful bill. So they have plenty of funding. So the shutdown's doing nothing. You know? And,
yeah, well,
I mean, and the TSA agents are finally getting paid, and thanks to Elon Musk. He's paying all of the TSA agents' salaries. That's pretty cool, right? He is Elon Musk, also from South Africa, just like my friend Zulu here.
Thanks to Elon Musk.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Yeah, he's paying it.
Mr. Doge.
Yep, yeah, and he's paying all the TSA because the Democrats shut down the government again over because they want to stop ICE from what? Nothing's changed. Nothing's changed with ICE. They still have the same funding.
Yes, yes, they do.
So what good is the shutdown doing, except for hurting common Americans?
Not hurting me.
Well, I mean, maybe not you personally, but there are Americans being hurt by this, right?
Are there?
The TSA agents, some of them had to quit because they couldn't.
Hurt by the war in Iran?
Yeah, my
how's your gas prices doing?
Well, I mean, there's
filling up your tank.
Price of oil is still lower than it was under Biden.
Sure.
You know,
buy an excuse. Buy an excuse. Well, it's not going to go up without a doubt, but it's going to come back down if you once this stabilizes.
I don't think there's much longer with this Iran war. I think it's almost over. And you know, honestly, I want to tell you that this does actually hit really close to home for me. My brother-in-law is currently in Kuwait, and he was at Ali Al Salam Air Base when it was attacked on March 6th. And he's currently over there, my wife's brother. And he's got a wife and children in California, and he was a civilian contractor truck driver, and he had to drive the bus to evacuate everybody after it was hit by an Iranian drone. So I am an anti-interventionist. I'm not a huge fan of this. I
was just gonna say,
but I want to let you.
You want to lay the blame on Iran, or you want to?
Well, I mean, Iran. So hold on, let me grab my. I wrote this one down, and I don't quite remember it. Hold on, I got. Okay, hold on. Let's see. Okay, so
you got a Rolodex at home too?
Yeah, I do.
That's good.
Yeah, I like to be organized, So on February 25th, Iran Foreign Minister Aragachi said that they have limited range weapons that go less than 2,000 kilometers, which is 1,242 miles, right? And on March 4th, CNN said Trump was lying about imminent threat, and they were citing the Iranian foreign minister, right? And then yesterday, Iran.
We're a constant imminent threat.
Well, and then yesterday, Iran fired missiles from Tehran that went over 4,000 kilometers. So that means that they lied in February on what their capabilities were. CNN said Trump was bad and that, they even said they can't do it. And Trump said, yes, they can. And they said Trump is stupid. And then, but I mean, you got Berlin.
That's no justification to attack. You're in talks with them. You're in negotiating.
All right, guys, I wanted to watch the Nick Shirley thing here, and it's boring, 40 minutes. We'll try to speed it up through there. If you guys want to watch it with me, you can, but I don't know if you've seen it or not, the California fraudster thing. See what it says here.
California may have the largest amount of fraud in the country, as California is the state with the highest taxes and collects more money than any other state in America. It is filled with fraud. California's version of Medicaid, called Medi-Cal, has more than doubled since 2022 from $108 billion to a proposed $222 billion in 2026. Their population, however, has not grown exponentially. However,
hope you guys are doing okay. I haven't done a early stream in quite a while, so I figured let's do an early stream and catch up on some of the fraud stuff here.
Government-funded daycare programs are filled with violations. While they continue to give money to these fraudsters, it is estimated that the fraud in California could be in the hundreds of billions of dollars.
All right, everybody, it's time.
And I still haven't got the thing there, but I don't blame anybody for this commercial here too early.
Face-to-face with these fraudsters, confronting them as they defraud the American taxpayer out of millions and billions of dollars as they live their lives in luxury, driving around luxurious cars that cost more than $100,000 that you actually paid for. Let's start first by going to these daycares filled with violations that still continue to receive money from the government. So this is the location of the daycare. It's in the middle of this shopping plaza. A lot of the buildings are closed down or boarded up, have been graffitied. And then you also have just a big dumpster right here with all this garbage, and then the daycare is right there. We're gonna go in right now.
We actually have a homeless person there too.
Oh,
see that?
There's actually somebody sleeping here right now. Hello? You all right? Yeah. And so there is a homeless man who's sleeping right next to the daycare. He's sleeping right here, and the daycare is right there.
Sounds very safe daycare place.
This does not look like a place where you'd want to bring your child, and it does not look suitable and set the code to be a place where children are enrolled. So they do have some children here. How many do they usually say they have, or what's the stories of the
The
children?
last few visits from the state have said that they have 39 enrolled.
And right now we're seeing about 5 children.
Yes.
They are enrolling right now. It says Medina Learning Center is now enrolling. So let's see if little Joey can learn a little bit here at Medina. Do you have the paperwork to enroll a little boy by the name of Joey? Yes, we'd like to enroll little Joey in the daycare.
They have as their backup facility the UMI Learning Center, and the UMI Learning Center was convicted in federal court in 2024 of having 150 ghost kids. So I want to find out what the affiliation is and why this facility is listed as the backup.
Yeah, can I get the paperwork to enroll a child?
Yes, okay.
What do you think about daycares being used for fraudulent businesses to receive money from the government to say they're enrolling 39 children, 89 children, and for millions of dollars be going towards these facilities. What do you think about that as you do work in children?
No, it does happen. I've seen it like elsewhere. I've seen it. I've seen the shoots in the news. So it does happen.
Thank you.
The card that they gave us, this is the licensee, the person who owns it.
And that's so far been the only thing they've been able to give us as to how to enroll a child. And then in the back corner of this parking lot appears to be the playground. Here's a bunch of garbage, and then right here appears to be the playground. Some strange things are happening outside this daycare. Whether or not it's fraudulent, there is a lot of suspicious activity taking place. This right here is Hidden Sarah Family Childcare. This is a daycare right here. Apparently, they have 14 children enrolled. Tell us a little bit more about this daycare right here. We're in the middle of the hills here in San Diego.
So according to state records, when inspectors arrived here, there were 14 kids enrolled, but 0 present. And then this place was also cited for having missing children's records and also not having a facility roster.
It's kind of weird that there's this daycare in the middle of a neighborhood. Hello?
Very odd, you know. I mean, sometimes they have them in homes, things like that, but usually you'd have a sign out front or something.
I was naked, okay?
No, you weren't.
I can sue you. I was like, I wasn't dressed up. I'm Muslim.
Either way, can we enroll a child into the daycare?
You don't know what's going on.
Well, it says there's 14 children enrolled here on the state of California.
Right.
It says there's 14 children enrolled here.
You don't care.
I do care. Then where are the children?
You don't care.
Where are the children at?
It's 9 up Minnesota. You come here.
Where are the children at? Where are the children at, ma'am? All right, so what she's doing, she's making a video right now. She's going to send it out all to all the other daycares. But at the end of the day, enrolled for 14 children, no children here. And this is from the state of California. We're not targeting Somalian population. We're just going after daycares. And it just so happens to be that all the daycares, they are Somalian so far.
In California.
Where are the children at, ma'am? 14 children. Would you like to make a statement as to where the children are?
You don't care where is my children are.
Ma'am, we would not be here if we weren't asking you.
You don't care. You don't care.
What do you mean we don't care? This is why we're here.
And don't record me. You don't care.
This is why we're here to ask about these daycares.
Ask me who you are. Who you are.
My name's Nick Shirley. You already know that.
Shirley, I know, but you a trouble man.
How are we making trouble? You're causing trouble.
Trouble man.
We just want to know where the children are.
No, I'm calling 911.
For what? For what?
You come to my house.
We haven't done anything.
I don't know.
The problem with these daycares is that they receive money through a program called CalWorks, but as you see, there are no children actually there. These fraudsters are simply enrolling children on paper to receive government subsidies. Even after the state visits these daycares and confirms there are no children actually there, the government and the state continue to give these daycares money. Now let's go to another daycare. Once again, we have another daycare, but this daycare is right here inside of this home. And let's see if there's any children here. They do say they have 7 enrolled. The state has said that there is 0.
Do you guys have any of his merch out there? Support independent journalism or the Leering sweatshirt?
When they arrive. Is this Habubu Family Childcare? Yeah, we were wondering if we could enroll a child into the daycare here.
We know you. You need to get up from here because there is trespassing. You see the sign we have trespassing?
And can I speak with somebody on the sidewalk? We just like to speak with somebody. Yes, sir.
When you're a business and you're supposed to open certain hours, it's not exactly trespassing when they're just asking for business.
Hide the sign, please.
Yes, we're right here. Can we talk to you really quick, sir? Can I come talk to you, please? All right, so right now the current situation is we have some people yelling through the Ring doorbell cam. A man came out, started yelling, and then we also have this car recording us as well. But we just want to ask for some clarification for the American people.
4 different visits, the state inspectors have shown up. There's kids enrolled anywhere from 7 kids and up. And every single time the state has showed up, 0.
0 children.
That's the state of California.
We're just asking for some clarification. They won't even answer any of our questions. So essentially,
and the state keeps paying them money out of the taxpayer dollars, even though they're not doing their job.
Just like this is receiving money from government subsidies without actually running a daycare. Meanwhile,
not so much on here. There was one guy that said something there. I just timed him out for 24 hours, but not worried about that stuff.
They get money from the government as they run their fake daycares. And now let's go to another one that's even more concerning as kids are left all alone. Now we're at the Jama Shukri Family Childcare. This place is not a shopping plaza. It's not anywhere near any place that looks like a place where a daycare would be. In fact, it's actually in one of these apartments right here. So they're able to have daycares inside apartment buildings?
Yes. So I've come across many of these. Some of these are on the third story of an apartment complex. It's only 1 bedroom, and yet the capacity is for 8 kids.
We just arrived at the daycare. We have 2 kids out here. I don't know if they're members of the daycare. There's no oversight right here. Can we talk to your teacher? Is your teacher there? So this is the first child we've ever encountered at one of these daycares. There's 2 kids out here right now, and we're gonna see if we can talk to the
Licensee. It is, according to this paperwork, Shukri Jama.
Can we talk to the adult?
He's not here.
Not here.
Yeah.
So you guys all by yourself?
Yeah.
It's not a good daycare if you don't have an adult supervisor there.
No one's here.
No one is not here.
Okay, so you guys are all by yourself?
Okay. I can see by myself.
Yeah, okay, that's concerning. No one's watching those children, and they're all by themselves.
My heart is breaking right now. I can't. Unbelievable.
Yeah, and what makes you so emotional as a mother, seeing that those kids are just out by themselves?
Seeing the kids all by themselves. It's supposed to be a licensed daycare, and there's no adult anywhere. What is going on?
And the crazy thing is, California allocates $6 billion to childcare and daycare facilities just like these, and there are over 39,000 facilities in the state. The California Department
39,000
of Social Services even found an error rate of over 1.6% in.
You should got here earlier, Wolfie. I could have sort of did the troll back on or something like that, but I didn't want to fiddle with him.
Their own audits. And to be very conservative, it is safe to say there's upwards of $100 million in fraud lost each and every single year. And now let's head over to where there's so much fraud, you're going to lose your mind. Let's head over to Van Nuys, where there is home health care and hospice fraud literally everywhere. With the fraud here, California ranks the highest for Medicare, Medicaid, Medi-Cal, whatever you want to call it. They spend the most amount of money per state. And here in LA, 1 out of every $10 that goes towards home health care in the United States goes to a business here in LA. Right now we're in Van Nuys. This location has tons of hospice centers, home healthcare centers, and right now we are going to Gardens of Angels Hospice.
When Tens goes to one little city, a big city, I don't know, but
they billed $4.8 million per beneficiary. They charge $5,807 with 28.6 claims per patient and only 2 codes, which means 2 services were provided. And inside of the same location, there's also Blossom Hospice, and they received $3.4 million.
Hey, Unscripted, how you doing? Nice to see you.
With $6,000 per beneficiary at $927 per claim and only 1 code, which means they only provided 1 service. And it looks like there's about 15 more hospice centers inside this one plaza we're going to right now. We have all the information with us. In some of these places, it doesn't even look like they've been registered with the CMS, which is the Centers for Medicare and Medicaid. 7 of the 4 entities have 0 SMS data, possibly shell registrations, shell companies. And it's rumored that these are Armenian Russian gangs, Armenian Russian mafia. So we're gonna be going in there.
Make sure you have your bodyguard with you.
And we're just gonna ask them, what's the need for all this hospice? Is there that many people dying here in LA where they need to be spending millions and millions of dollars on this hospice care? All right, right now we're looking for a Garden of Angels Hospice. All these buildings are all hospice.
I'm guessing the guy with the hat next to him or whatever is informant about the stuff here, but I'm guessing he's got a security guard that he's trying to keep off camera.
Hospice centers. Let's see if we can find Garden of Angels. This is the Angels of Haven Hospice Care. We have Angels of Valley Hospice. Hello, how are you? Good. We were looking for Guardian of Angels Hospice, but this one will probably do Angels of Valley Hospice. We were wondering if we could get some information to check our grandma into hospice.
Your grandma?
Yeah. We would love to maybe see if it's possible to get her in here to Angels of Valley.
You have to get a hospital. Yeah.
Hospital referral. Okay, how many people do you guys have with you guys?
Irrelevant.
Irrelevant? Oh, okay.
Where are you guys from?
Where am I from? I'm from here. We're just looking for a spot for our grandma.
Yeah, no, we're doing
We only do referrals from hospital.
Okay.
We don't just walk in.
Yeah, because we're seeing like we got Garden of Angels, Blossom Hospice here. Okay, well we'll keep looking for Guardian of Angels then. So they say they only take it from hospitals, which could be a valid response. Let's go see if we can find Guardian of Angels. This place is just filled with hospice centers and home health care.
That one looked somewhat legit. At least they were sitting at their post or whatever.
Centers. You have one right here, 7-star home health care, and then up here you have Miracle Healing Hospice. So this hospice location, Miracle Healing Hospice, in 2023, they charged $1.3 million, and per beneficiary, it was $32,000 for 38 beneficiaries. Per beneficiary, that comes out to $32,000, $935. Let's see if grandma could check herself into this one. I'm just trying to be a good grandson. When we're knocking the door, no one's coming. We look inside the window, empty building. In 2023, this place received $1.3 million.
Not a piece of furniture.
$1.3 million from the state for a 1-bedroom. That's not even the value of the property.
Nothing.
Insane. This is insane.
Okay, well, since we can't go to Miracle, let's see if we can get SX Home Health. It says they're open Monday through Friday from 9:30 a.m. to 5:30 p.m.
It's getting really hard to find grandma the healthcare she needs these days.
It really is, isn't it? We got SX Home Healthcare. They're not open, so it's all right because we can go to Alpha Omega, Ventana Hospital,
This is like a motel here.
Inc.
Not only are these shell companies, these are shell buildings. It's like somebody took a motel building and turned it into 100 fraudulent organizations.
We got a nice Mercedes down there. Three nice Mercedes down there.
This
3
place might
Teslas.
even double as like a illegitimate car lot. Like, are they selling a car right now?
Grandma's not going to Alpha and Omega, so maybe she can go to Serene Touch Home Healthcare. Says they're open Monday through Friday, 10 a.m. to 4 p.m.
It does have that kind of look to it, yeah. So I think some Motel 6s are doing a good job. Affordable motels are not bad, but when they're turn them into outdoor office spaces, it's kind of silly.
It's 1 p.m. right now. Let's see if they're hiring. Perfect. This one's open.
We are Gardner.
We are gardeners. Okay. Well, Wolfie, it's your fault. The commercial's your fault.
Hello. And once again, it was completely empty and nobody was there. We went to the next door because it was another hospice. Here we have another location. We got St. Michelle.
Well, the same complex. That's crazy. I'm going to switch it back here. There's this guy here is still doing his thing here. So let's see what's going on here in Goose Bay here. A little protest thing there. This guy here, Stocks Family Farm, conservative, went to. I think he's got a buddy with him.
God bless you. I'll see you guys next weekend. Because they're using the Iranian drones to bomb the. Bye bye, guy. Yeah. Okay. Hey, we'll see ya. I'll see you next week, bye, guy. What is wrong with them, man?
Fucking, I don't know, man. These people are fucking crazy. It's fucking funny. Oh, check it out.
Oh, nice.
Badass.
Yeah.
Make sure you give him a follow there, guys. Just give the
I love the sign on the door here. It says open about 8-ish or noonish or something.
Yeah.
Like that.
Goose Bay is a nice little town there, too.
I hear sirens.
Wow.
Bike guy. Andy says, bike guy. Bike guy freaked out on me one time and they had to call like 6 people to fucking surround him from attacking me.
Yeah.
There's 3 people watching it.
Oh, it's way back there. Yeah. Sorry.
There he goes. These protests and city council meetings and things like that out in Goose Bay. So back to Nick.
HHCI Home Healthcare Inc. Hello. No one's here. Hello, sir.
How can I help you?
Yes. Well, we were originally looking for some hospice for our grandma, and then it turns out that all these locations are hospice and home healthcare locations, and a lot of these.
Looking for hospice for who?
Grandma.
For Dr. Oz?
Yeah, for Dr. Oz.
Yeah.
Yeah, for our grandma.
Yeah.
It'd be
for grandma.
It'd be pretty good.
Dr. Oz to take his grandma and go to the another buildings and find the hospice. You know, this is stupid. You can record me.
Why can't I record you?
You cannot.
Oh, okay. Well, we were looking for Guardian of Angels.
Well, did you see any Garden of Angels on the doors?
No, but they received and billed $4.8 million.
Well, it's their problem.
But we do have yours actually.
Mine?
Yeah, yours is a KMD, right?
Yes.
So we do have yours, and a lot of these.
How many millions did I need?
We don't have your official number because it wasn't posted on the CMS website or on their data set.
And you're from where?
My name's Nick Shirley. They actually made like all this information in the data public for everyone to see what was going on in our country because so much corruption's happening.
Yeah.
Yeah, sort of trying to intimidate him. Nick's like, oh, we're showing you the data.
But it doesn't look like we could find any of your information from the CMS data set, but we do have you here. So is that concerning that your information wasn't reported to CMS?
What information?
To the CMS data set as far as the billing and how much money you guys receive from Medicare and Medicaid?
First, you have to research.
Oh, that's what we have right here.
No. It's a piece of paper.
Oh, well, we went through all the data sets.
If you want to learn, I'll teach you how to get after the crooked people.
Okay, help us. We'd love for you to help us.
First, you have to research. Like you said the name, and you have a number, right?
Yes.
Then you come to my office. It's a brand new office. And you don't come to a building like this, like from like FBI guys. Oh, we're going to get the crooks.
Okay, well, can you tell us, for instance, Miracle over there?
Yeah, I don't give a fuck about the Miracle.
Well, you should because they're.
Why not?
You should, because they're making you people like you who have a real business apparently getting a bad rap. You realize that, right? For instance, they received $1.3 million. They're a shell company. There's nothing in there. It's completely empty, and they received $1.3 million. You should care.
What do you mean?
If you're in this industry, I'd be pissed if someone was stealing money, making me look bad if they're in my
But
industry.
they don't
Right?
look me bad because I'm not bad. You have anything against my agency? Let's go.
Well, we were asking.
Put my hands and.
We were just asking you questions, sir. Like, how come Miracle Healing Hospice right there? They received $32,000 per beneficiary. Yet their building's completely empty.
Call the FBI, Department of Justice.
I'm just doing my job as a citizen to show people what's happening here in our country.
Well, I'm doing
because we're
my
all
job
paying
as
a
a
lot of
citizen.
money in taxes.
Then you should call the FBI if you're so concerned about it, everybody. Call the FBI. Nick's just doing his journalism job here.
Turns out a lot of it's just going towards fraud.
Well, I'm very happy you're going to catch the.
I haven't had a chance to see it yet, Dark Signal, but yeah, you can watch it with me if you want to. It's all good.
Honest.
No spoilers. No spoilers.
Yeah, me too.
It doesn't look like bad. It doesn't make me bad because some people are doing bad stuff.
Yeah. So what's the need for 1,000% increase in hospice here inside of LA, in California?
You're asking me?
Yeah, because you're in the industry, so we figured might as well ask you. Like, you obviously found it was a good.
Great question. Great question. Why is there 1,000% increase in the amount of people that need help, senior health care, advanced senior health care in this area?
Business to start. You just started yours, right?
I started my business in 1997.
Okay, great. So how come you're seeing such an increase in hospice care here?
Maybe I don't know. Everybody likes the business. What could I say? I do this from 1997.
Good for you. And so, since you've been in the industry for so long, why do you think we're seeing 1,000% increase in hospice care here inside of LA in California?
I cannot answer that question because
Looks like they're all running out of here. Everyone's heading out. We just got to answer some questions. And why can't?
Who's running out?
What? Look at all the people scattering out of here. They're all here just a minute ago.
It's strange, you know. There's over 80 people connected to one of these dormant motel rooms with no furniture, and they're getting $30,000 per person. It's millions of dollars. We come and knock on the door. It's an abandoned shell company.
I don't say.
Yeah, he doesn't want to take any responsibility for other people whatsoever.
It's right, and I don't care about those people.
Could you just answer the question? What's the need for 1,000% increase in hospice care here inside of LA, inside of California? You're in the industry, sir.
Since 1997, you should know something about the ups and downs of the business.
You've known it. You know it better than
You're
me.
asking me? No, I don't.
You've been it since 1997.
Yeah, but I don't.
So what's the need for an increase?
Maybe there is a lot of old people already. I don't know what to say.
A lot of old people are dying.
Listen to Dr. Oz. Let me tell you like this.
So, hold on. Come on, Patty. You need help with something? What do you need help with? No, he's going into these offices to find out about their hospice. And when they don't tell them about the hospice, it seems fishy at that point there. You understand that? Very fishy if there's nobody there in the official business office to tell them about the hospice. I'm not sure if you understand the basics of business there, but somebody has a public office. You go to find out about that business, and that business does not tell you about what they do. It makes that business feel very fishy.
He's a good doctor.
He's a fraud. He sell a lot of medication online. One of them, it's me. I bought.
Well, his information comes straight from the federal government, so I trust his more than yours.
Let me finish it. I bought his pills. I gained weight.
Well, you still look like you're pretty heavy, sir.
You look healthy to me.
Because of Dr. Oz.
Oh, you're fat because of Dr. Oz?
Yes.
Oh.
You get the jokes here. No words only. Oh man, you got jokes there. You got jokes there, Kamala.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Sir, how are you doing?
About
This guy doesn't think there's any fraud going on.
First of all, not this guy. You have to respect me.
What's your name?
Doesn't matter.
All right, well, this guy with no name. What, you don't think there's any
my
fraud?
name. What's your name?
My name's Nick Shirley.
My name is John Boyagin.
Okay, great.
There is a lot of fraud going on, but it's not me. I don't give a who does what.
Then go somewhere else.
Yeah, we never said you were committing the fraud,
Well,
sir. We're
see,
doing.
I'm here. I'm here, right?
so
I'm
thank you.
standing next to you.
Do you know where Guardian of Angels Hospice is? No idea. Oh, Angels of Peace. Cool. Hello. Well, can we just ask you guys some questions? We might be able to get you some business. Are you the head honcho here or what?
No, you're the head hunter. Get out of from here. Give me my
Wait,
phone.
I thought you don't know who these people were, though.
Oh, like you say, mob boss. he's kind of the security. You're thinking maybe about this kind of all these other businesses. It's not his business. And he just said earlier, what they do is their business. If what they do is their business, then you don't need to be interfering there, buddy.
Give me my phone.
Alrighty. Light Angel. Oh, oh, I'm running. Look at him. What?
Come here.
I'm right here. I'm right here, sir.
I'm here.
What's going on?
My phone out of a business he knows nothing about.
What's going on?
Call 911.
For what?
Call 911.
For what? Sir, we're just asking questions, and if you want to answer them, you can answer them.
Call 911.
We're just looking for Guardian of Angels Hospice.
We're trying to check you're American citizens.
Look,
right?
we're looking for Guardian of Angels.
You're American citizens, right?
Of course, are you?
Do you see any Guardian of Angels in here?
Not yet. We're
Then
looking.
get out of here.
That's what we're looking for, sir.
There's like 100 doors. This is just one door.
Okay, get out of here then.
What's your problem with us asking people about simple questions about where our tax dollars are going?
I don't.
We're asking questions about where our taxes are going.
You're not asking, you're harassing people.
How are you harassing
you
people?
can't be two guys standing in here as a guardians and you're harassing people.
Yeah, because people want to kill me for exposing fraud here in the United States.
Why do they want to kill you?
Fraudsters don't like being exposed.
Huh?
Why are you raising your voice if you have nothing to hide?
You think I'm hiding?
What are you so scared about me coming around here for?
I'm not scared. I'm telling you, don't harass
You're shaking.
people.
Why are you shaking?
Because I have a diabetes.
Oh, okay, great.
Yeah.
But so
I need your full names.
Oh, you want my full name? It's on the internet.
No, I don't go to internet. I'm too old.
Oh, okay.
What's your full names?
Sir, we're just asking you questions about.
What's your full names?
Oh, we just want hospice.
They told you the Garden of Angels in this building.
It's right here.
Go look for it, bro. You see?
That's what we're doing. That's what we're doing. You're getting mad at us.
No, you're going to all the doors.
We can't find it. So are all the.
Unwanted is considered unwanted social media exposures. Show me the law. Show me the law, Maverick. Show me the law.
I'm not gonna go, man. They're taking in millions of dollars. I can't find the place.
Doesn't sound like Maverick believes in the First Amendment.
You know?
Well, what can I say?
Okay, well, thank you, sir. Have a good day. So here in this parking lot, you do have some nice cars. You got a Tesla, a nice Mercedes. You got another Tesla, a nice Lexus, another Tesla, a really nice Mercedes right here as well. Another Tesla, Audi, really nice cars.
A lot of Teslas.
A lot of really nice cars for
Hospice.
Usually, must be very lucrative because a lot of these businesses, these doors right here have nothing on them. All the blinds are turned out. In places like Miracle up there.
You know what I Googled? I Googled the First Amendment. And what he's doing qualifies as the First Amendment. Whether he's doing it for social media or not. What he's doing is the First Amendment, asking questions in public, asking businesses about their business. First Amendment. Okay, I'm not sure if you're familiar with it, but if you need to or whatever, I'm sure Snooks could copy and paste the First Amendment for you if you need help with the First Amendment. There are people there. Mudrox, how you doing? Nice to see you. If anybody wants to copy and paste the First Amendment for Maverick there, he's not aware of it or something like that, he might need to be re-educated on the First Amendment there. But anyway, hope you're doing good, Maverick.
They have received $1.3 million, yet there's absolutely nothing inside. This is what you call welfare maxing. And Rise, you come out, you're welcomed by two nice BMWs, one right here, and inside of there, you have a whole plethora of Mercedes.
Why do they like BMWs?
Teslas, BMWs, you name it. But apparently, there's nothing fishy going on according to them.
We then headed to the next hospice compound in search of Hospice of Caring Hearts, which billed $2.5 million.
Yeah, I mean, technically, if the motel owner was there and he was truly harassing someone or something like that, then yeah, you might get him on that one. He could call the police, and the police would have to talk to the business owner, and then the police could trespass him. But until then, he's just asking questions. He's not hurting anybody.
However, when we arrived, it was nowhere to be found, but there was a bunch of new hospices that popped up.
So this is how crazy this hospice fraud is here inside of California. You have all these businesses, they literally open up a business, they just put HFS Hospice Care Inc. They don't have to do anything with the storefront. And then you have another one right here, Relief Home Healthcare. Absolutely empty inside. And then you have another one, SKH Home Healthcare. They're just popping up everywhere. So this isn't some random thing that's happening here inside of California and Los Angeles in this Van Nuys area. Quite literally, we've been to 2 locations so far, and they're just popping up these home healthcare, these hospice centers, and they're not even doing anything to try and hide what they're doing. It's 1 p.m. right now. No one's working the front desk. Inside this location as well.
TurboTax locations are now open in your neighborhood. So,
you understand how things work, Maverick? I'm not sure if you do, but when people are trying to get the head honcho and everything, you got to go through the smaller fish first. Say, smaller fish, who told you to make this business? This person. Okay, this person. Who gave you the money to start this business? That's not an illegal business. Oh, this agency. Okay, agency. Who authorized you to do this business here? Oh, this governor. You understand how things work in a criminal investigation like this? Seriously.
Okay, and how come you think there's such a sudden rise of all these hospices and home health cares?
I have no idea, honestly.
Pretty lucrative business, or?
I wouldn't say like that's that crazy.
Because there's a lot of them.
Yeah, I know.
The same building, but now on the backside you have Canestro Care Hospice Inc., Studio Care Hospice Inc., El Primero Home Health Care right there. And if you're looking for a massage to take a break from the hospice and everything, you can come right up here and get some sort of massage.
And this building right here is a perfect example of a dilapidated building that is now being used for a hospice, home health.
Okay. Maverick didn't like him using his First Amendment rights here, but kept watching. Somebody belched, maybe it was me, and he wants to leave. I don't think he understands language.
Care and adult daycare.
And this is the crazy thing that appears to be happening here in California. You can just start your own hospice. You have Advent Hospice right here. If you want to start your own home health care, you can just put up a white piece of paper and stick a logo onto it and say that's your home health care company. If you want to start an adult daycare, you can just get a building like this and receive money from the government. That's the crazy thing is inside this one building, you have an adult day health care, you have a hospice, and then you have a home health care center operating all in one location. And why are tax dollars going towards all of these buildings? And they're quite literally everywhere. Everyone should be a bit suspicious.
1,000% increase in hospice. Wow.
About what's happening here. Inside of these parking lots too, you'll always find a super nice BMW.
Oh, that's interesting, bud. Oops, there it is. Yeah, that's bizarre that they have to have a medical doctor on station, you know, at least a nurse or some sort of qualified person or something like that. That's probably has to be registered with the state. That would be another question he could probably ask. That's public information. Like, are you supposed to have a registered medical officer around?
Mercedes, you name it, newest Audis. You always find the nicest cars outside of these healthcare and hospice centers.
We headed to the next suspicious hospice location, and what do we find?
A brand new Mercedes. Everywhere we go in this video, going around these hospice and home healthcare centers, there is a nice Mercedes or BMW. We have all-day hospice care.
It could be the owner of the building or something like that, maybe. Well, usually the owner of the building parks right next to the building that they own.
Health Elect Care, you have Edom Hospice, Lacar Home Health, and even back here, this is just one floor inside this building, you have Santa Rita Hospice. I don't know what the need is for all these hospice centers, but for instance, All Day Hospice back there, they billed $3.1 million, and per beneficiary, that was $6,000, 24 claims per patient with only 2 codes, which means 2 services and over 500 patients. And they started billing in April 2023 and accumulated $3.1 million in 19 months. So maybe if you want to get rich here inside the United States, come to LA, open up a hospice, because there's a 1,000% increase in hospices opening up here inside of California, and you can go ahead and become a millionaire. Could you just answer, for instance, we have some information right here that there is $6,000 per beneficiary in 24 claims per patient. It's only 2 codes. Can you give us any explanation? Okay, yeah, we just want to make sure, if you want anything to clarify, if you want to clarify anything. Okay. For this video, we really do want to give each and every single person the opportunity to answer just quite literally the facts. All this information is coming straight from the public databases. And if they refuse to answer simple questions about businesses they're operating, I think that says a lot about what's going on behind the scenes. Now we are here outside of Healthy Life Adult Daycare. This place, over the past few years, has billed $19.8 million alone. Now let's go see if I can enroll my grandma, because she needs some daycare. And this right here is the entrance of a building that's received over $19 million. So this is the location that's received over $19 million.
If the building received $19 million, you think they would fix the sprinkler system or something? I don't know. Or something would be improved.
Kind of crazy, right? They say that right here, right now we're here at 1:30. No adults are here. I wouldn't doubt that adults do come, but $19 million.
It's kind of like North Korea. It's like everything's set up, but there's no people. It's like for show almost.
No, nobody's here already. You have to come back tomorrow.
And can we get like a brochure to enroll our grandma into this location?
I don't have anything.
Can anyone give us a brochure?
Angela, does somebody has information about here?
I don't think it's enough to say it's fraudulent because you do see that it is
Big building that you would definitely have a brochure.
There were people working inside there, but the fact that there's just businesses like these popping around everywhere, and this is what they look like outside of a location that receives 19 million.
Yeah, it's kind of a different. Yeah. Hospice is like before you pass away, and daycare is kind of like keep people occupied, give them a hobby or something like that.
In dollars over the past few years, yet the building looks completely almost dismantled out here. And look, all they have to say that they are an adult day healthcare is that sign that says ADHC. And there was some people working inside of it. We have the phone number right here. Darren's gonna go ahead and give a phone call and see if somebody from inside answers. There are people inside right now. The phone's just ringing.
You can leave a message after the tone. This mailbox is full.
There you have it. They don't even have an inbox available to take in a voicemail. And another thing to take note of is Gavin Newsom.
Wow. There's definitely people in there. There's not enough businesses, adults to take care of in there, so they should definitely be able to answer the phone and at least clean the voicemail box. But they intentionally do that to make it look like they're a business. Wow.
Right now in Poly Market, he is the leading nominee for the Democrats come 2028. All this fraud taking place, all this waste is taking place. Nobody really knows what's going on. I mean, look at this place. This adult daycare received $19 million, has billed the state of California over $19 million for the past few years. This is all taking place here. So that is something to think about come 2028 with Gavin Newsom leading the Democrats right now on Poly Market.
The way these hospices are able to enroll these people and collect money from Medicare and Medi-Cal here inside of California is they collect the Medicare numbers from individuals and then sign them up for hospice without them even knowing. I actually went and spoke with a professional.
Oh, they just get information from people out there, public information, and just sign them up, and they don't know that they're even signed up for hospice.
Inside of the medical industry to get her opinion on how this all works.
We're seeing all these hospices pop up here. Why is hospice and home healthcare such a booming business right now?
I think it's become a trend of fraud. Honestly, has I heard about this about 5 years ago during COVID that people were building hospices and selling them. It was like a business these people made. So it's an easy way to build Medicare with their people's beneficiary numbers that people can easily steal and even purchase and buy. They buy numbers from people and tell them, give me your Medicare beneficiary number and then we'll give you something in return.
And what does that mean, give you my beneficiary number?
So there's an ID that you have. Medicare gives you. Medicare is for anybody 65 and over. So they'll give you a Medicare ID number. And that number is what's used to bill Medicare.
So essentially, if they can get a number from somebody, it's almost like getting a credit card number. And then from there, they can continue to bill and bill and bill and get that Medicare money.
Exactly. It's actually more beneficial than finding a credit card these days. Anybody can get a hospice license, actually. You don't need to be a physician. You don't need to be a doctor. You can apply and get a hospice license in the state of California. Wow. They take the Medicare numbers, they bill Medicare, the Medicare sends them a check right away. It's an easy process.
So an old person might be a bit naive to giving somebody their Medicare number, yes. And without them even knowing, that's more valuable than giving them their credit card number.
Correct.
And wait, wouldn't the person that gave the person the Medicare number and everything, and if they're providing services, wouldn't they still be billed? That person that shared their number, they would still be billed at least like a copay or something like that for services rendered. Wouldn't they? Can it be fishy? Like, wait, I didn't mean to pay for anything like that. The guy said he would just give me money and I wouldn't have to do anything. Why am I being billed for services? Minus the Medicare costs.
In fact, in LA, there's locations that will teach you how to open up your own hospice center. So I went there with a potential business partner to try and become a multi-millionaire in hospice.
We know that hospice is a very lucrative business. So I joined a business partner right here. His name's Darren. And we're here outside the Hospice Consultants. And we would like to start our own hospice today. We're just two young men who want to become millionaires here inside the United States. And it seems like the only way to do it nowadays is by committing fraud. So we're going to go in and see if we can start our own hospice. Are you guys the Hospice Consultants?
Yes.
Oh, can we talk to you guys?
About?
I want to open my hospice.
You want to open a hospice?
Yeah.
Okay, what was your name?
My name's Nick, but I want to open up a hospice.
I understand, but we don't take care of that.
Can I get some information?
Do you want a number?
Yeah, or give me a flyer or something.
Oh, yeah. A consultant doesn't have a flyer.
And this is the Hospice Consultant.
Yes. No, hospice.
All right, so they say they're open right now. They won't let us into the lobby. This is no way to conduct business. We are two entrepreneurs trying to open up our own hospice.
Soaked to the bone right now.
We were denied service by the potential fraudsters, and as we were leaving, one of the fraudsters started to leave from the back in a $200,000 Maybach.
We have a Mercedes-Benz driving up. Where can we open a hospice at? We'd like to open up a hospice. Get the maid back just like you.
Thanks to Sonobello, I know I am beautiful.
It's so funny.
By opening up my own hospice?
Now, after seeing all the wealth that is being created from these hospice centers, I headed back to the original location where we found over 15 hospices in one plaza. I wanted to make sure it wasn't a fluke that Armenian mafia members were running the show and that there weren't just randomly $100,000 cars the day I went by. And this time, it was even worse.
Sir, how are you? Good. So what do you think about all this hospice fraud? Sir, you're in the Cybertruck, driving away, taking money from old people. Yet he's just driving away in his Cybertruck, won't even answer any questions. Let's see, we have another rich person as well. Let's get rich off this hospice. This guy's leaving as well. So the two people that walked out of Holy Angels, they're in a brand new Cybertruck and a new BMW. How lucrative of a business is hospice? I'm seeing a Cybertruck, you're in a nice BMW. It's good. Yeah, because it looks like, for instance, Guardian of Angels used to be here. $4.8 million they built the state of California. And how many clients do you guys have?
Do you have a badge? Do I need to answer your question?
I'm just curious.
It's not mine. I just work.
Yeah. You must be getting paid pretty well, right?
Bro, my parents.
Do your parents run the hospice?
No.
No. Is that who's that guy in the Cybertruck? He's your uncle. So it's like a family business to own the hospices. But why was he walking out of the hospice then too?
Brother, can you leave me alone?
Like these hospices, there's nothing inside of them.
If it's not you guys, how come you're in the
If it-
newest
yeah, if it-
BMW and the newest Cybertruck?
Brother, because
I can only imagine what the guy is in charge is.
Just all the other hospices? Do you like taking care of old people? Like, are you the one going out visiting the hospice patients, sir? Uh-oh, he's gonna have to do another point turn.
Yeah, you guys are in my fucking way.
Well, you could just go that way. What's the key to opening up a hospice if I wanted to open up one? Because you're in the family business of hospices. If I want to open my own?
Maybe when she said that or something like that. But again, sort of same thing she was saying about the medical care, the people who get the care and things like that. Maybe all they need is the nurse's information or something like that. Find any nurse out there that's would qualify for that. Write down her information as the person there. She doesn't actually have to be there. She just has to be associated with that. So all they need is that person's nurse information or doctor information. To be. They might get kickbacks or something like that. Maybe that's what she kind of intended to say.
What do you do for work here?
Huh?
What do you do for work here?
Why?
Oh, we're just looking around. We're seeing all these hospices, so we're just curious.
Well, I don't know.
Word got out that I was inside of the plaza, and all the fraudsters started hopping in their cars, leaving the scene.
Excuse me.
They're waiting until he goes up to the second or third level before somebody sneaks out. He's going up. Go down now. Go down now.
Let's see if they can just answer our questions really quick. Hello, can we ask you a quick question? Driving out in a brand new M8. They can't get out that easy. How can I get an M8 as well? Should I open up a hospice? Driving out in a brand new M8 BMW M8 competition. Listen to this thing. This is the sound of hospice money.
Oh, that was the look from the previous. He did a 1 minute clip or whatever on Twitter. That was the clip.
And this is the guy who said he's fat because of Dr. Oz. His business is not open today. Seems like this mafia right here is naming all of their companies after the word angel. We have Angels of Valley Hospice. We have Angels of Haven, Angels of Peace, Light of Angels. Yet the BMWs, one right here, one right there, 2 brand new Mercedes over there. It just is unbelievable the amount of money that these people are making, and they're not even trying to hide it. Buying these luxury cars, each and every single person's wearing some sort of designer clothing as well. And this building looks like it used to be some sort of old motel that has turned into some cash grab, money grab for hospices here. Would you like to give any last statement about what's going on here? Nothing? Because it seems like it was pretty good family business. Another guy just pulled out in the M8 competition.
Good for them, bro. Why are you guys pocket watching? Man? Leave the fucking people alone.
Because this is taxpayers' dollars that are paying for all this stuff.
What the fuck is it? That ass just working.
With taxpayers' dollars, receiving money from Medicare, Medicaid, Medi-Cal, you name it. And it just seems like a lot of people are getting rich off of
busy, bro. I have work.
the death of old people. What do you do for work here?
Bro.
It's sad to think about it. Here in the United States, we're literally being defrauded by people who are taking advantage of old people, young people in daycares, disabled people with autism clinics, and no one's doing anything to stop it. So I think it's time we stand up to these fraudsters and tell them, let them know, you are stealing from everyday American citizens. People can't afford homes.
Rents are expensive. Their insurance is expensive. Everything's getting.
And they think they don't seem to care and everything's like, what? Why aren't you getting on our case or something like that? Because the money you're getting is not your money, not money you earned. It's coming from the taxpayers through alleged Democrat decisions in Sacramento.
More and more expensive. If we don't crack down on this fraud, national debt's going to continue going up. It's just one of the factors that affects the national debt, and we're going to lose the value of our own dollar. So people, if they want to really fight to keep America great, a great way to do it is by fighting fraud, because this is just unbelievable. You have people who drive around in BMWs, M8 competitions, Mercedes. Meanwhile, everyday American citizens are struggling to be able to afford their own bills.
The older Ford pickups. Not really a Ford person myself, but I can.
Yeah, Skyler, he's at a Portland Roadster show right here. This might be interesting.
Ford F1. Frame up a six-year build, 302 fuel injected, CVF serpentine package with chrome alternator, steering pump, air conditioning, power windows, leather seats. Yeah, so it's not all stock. Still cool looking pickup.
The convention center, I'm guessing.
Got some pictures of some of the work here.
Good stuff.
Oh yeah, you can't turn it. That's why these are here.
What do you guys think about that Nick Shirley thing? That was pretty interesting there. It kind of flew by too. Usually 40 minutes, it's hard to get through, but he made it kind of enjoyable to get through that 40 minutes of information and fraud behavior and things like that in California. I wonder where his next video is going to be. Minnesota, California. What's another one that he might want to go after? A certain state, maybe Georgia. Maybe keep Georgia red, you know. You'll help on Facebook. If I ever can get 100 to 100 people on Facebook, yeah, then do the Facebook thing. But I cannot get 100 people on Facebook to hang out over there. Well, getting better engagement. I put out a video over there and it got a lot of more engagement on Facebook than it normally does on X or anything like that. But here's that link to Facebook again. Hold on. I like to use Facebook, and if anybody else likes to use Facebook, do me a favor. Click on that link. Click the follow or the subscribe, whatever it is on Facebook over there. I'd appreciate it, because right now over there, 84 followers. Mr. Bill for Freedom is the channel over there. And but it's just not getting any attention. Also on Instagram, if you can do the Instagram thing, I got to get 1,000 followers there to go live over there. But anyway, it's a good option there if you guys do want to help me out on Facebook. It's kind of fun stuff to watch some of these car show things here for a bit.
I can't really see it very well from here. I can try to zoom in.
But yeah, Mud, how about this? As soon as I get to that 100-person thing on Facebook or whatever, live, you'll be one of my first moderators. How about that? So you can shout out whenever I'm live or whatever. Help me shout out that Facebook thing. A nice roadster there.
Got a Nova here. Chevy Nova, 1967.
Interesting. Okay. Oh my goodness. Ooh. Just noticed The other day, I did not have over 4,640 subscribers. Now I'm at 4,647 subscribers. Thank you for whoever subscribed in the past couple of days. It probably just didn't register till now. Thank you for the new subs. They're almost to 4,650. One of these days we'll get to 5,000, right? I need to do something here. So, I'll send you over to my buddy Emmett here in a second. Here, let me just do this.
327 force speed.
That's where I remember because he came into the shop today.
Right. Let's see this right.
Sorry, folks. Chassis, flop work, Big Jones. Slop work since 1952.
There is.
Oh, look at that. We got a Ford Mustang Boss 429, big block box, I believe. I think the small block was 302. NASCAR 429 cubic inch shotgun heavy.
Where's your YouTube? There it is.
36th car built out of 859 in 1969. Black Jade.
Is he still live there? Hold on a second. It's an old buddy of mine or whatever, streamer buddy from Twitch that was live here a second ago. I don't know if she's still live there. She was just live a second ago, but doing some gardening or something like that. I guess I could change it back to Emmett here. You guys have seen Emmett before, but it's great and wild. I'm sure you have a like button over there. She's still live. She's still live. Working on something here. I think she's live. Might have a bad signal where she's at. She's in Northern California. All right. Anyway, I'm going to put this link in the chat here. So, yes, give this a potential follow if you want to here. The girl over there on YouTube there. She's live right now, but looks like her video's having troubles there. But feel free to subscribe to her over there. And otherwise, I'll send you over to everybody. Oh, she's having a yard sale or something like that, looks like. Okay, that's cool. That's cool. Yard sales are cool. You guys have a yard sale? Anybody else have a yard sale? That one. Okay, go back to this one here. Every time I said a rate, everybody's going to be gone. I'll send you over to Emmett here, okay? Emmett. Save. There you go. Save.
I remembered to go to the dollar store and get duct tape.
I figured you were already on there on Facebook or something like that. Yeah. Cool. Let me send you guys over to Emmett here. I'm not sure what he's doing today on that one there, but anyway, when the stream ends, it'll send you over to Emmett. He's talking to a buddy on some sort of panel thing or something like that. I'll be on tonight to do restreams and see if we can get a panel together of some like-minded people or something like that over there. And maybe my voice will start like the car thing already. You keep going with the car thing. If he's still live.
Say hi. And then John D.I. Steele of Celebrity Customs is in Hall E.
And this is Skylar's video right here. So if you want to watch Skylar at this car show thing there.
Oh, wow.
His Twitter link right there.
Replay the classics by Mattel.
Or Matchbox.
Matchbox cars.
Classics.
And then you got the Hot Wheels ones too. Oh, cool.
Is that favorite? I like Hot Wheels more than Matchbox, but both are good. Go, Johnny, go. Go.
Any bitty ones. Chevy Super 30. Wow. Maybe next year I'll get one. I'll get the boys one.
Died.
Not quite old enough
enforce marriage. That was the argument.
Anyway, this is
and it's an argument that goes against libertarians mostly.
Discussion here about marriage and things like that. If you guys want to listen to that discussion or something like that, that's where you're going next here. Tell him I said hello and that his new haircut looks good. Okay. Guys, have a good day, good night, good evening, and I'll see you later on. I gotta get cold medicine.